Before we begin, if you have not done so already, please smash the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our contents. With that said, let's dive right in. Megan Fox. If you want to keep your job, it's probably best not to compare him to Hitler. As it turns out, actress Megan Fox just did this when describing her boss, Transformers director Michael Bay, in a 2009 interview with Wonderland. Not only did this result in her immediate firing from Transformers: Dark Side of the Moon, it also led to the actress being blacklisted in Hollywood for the next few years until she apologized to her ex-boss.
And I wanted to do Ninja Turtles. I was a huge fan of it. And at that point, Michael and I were really good. I mean, I get invited to his Christmas parties.
Nice, I love that.
We're BFFs.
That's great.
Fine.
Who made the first move in the reconciliation?
I did.
You did?
I did, yeah. I felt like, you know, I was young when a lot of that was happening, and I was really self-righteous in my anger. I thought I was right to speak the way that I spoke, and as I got a little older, I understood, regardless of whatever my issues were, they should always have remained private. It's not, you should never blast someone like that in public. So I reached out and he wrote back and he was like, who is this?
That's awesome.
Tom Cruise. During a 2005 interview with former Today Show host Matt Lauer, Tom Cruise wanted to make it clear to the host that he knew more than Lauer about the history of psychiatry. This interview came at the height of Cruise's foray into Scientology, which became the main subject of the discussion. The highlight of the interview occurred when Cruise was asked about his previous criticism of Brooke Shields' use of antidepressants, to which the actor responded by calling her a glib.
Do you understand that?
The difference is this was not against her will, though.
But
this wasn't against Brooke's will.
Matt, I'm asking you a question.
I understand there's abuse of all of these things.
No, you see, here's the problem. You don't know the history of psychiatry. I do.
I'm only asking, isn't there a possibility that, do you examine the possibility that these things do work for some people? That yes, there are abuses, and yes, maybe they've gone too far in certain areas. Maybe there are too many kids on Ritalin. Maybe electric shock is...
kids on Ritalin, Matt.
I'm just saying, but aren't there examples where it works?
Matt, you don't even, you're glib. You don't even know what Ritalin is. If you start talking about chemical imbalance, you have to evaluate and read the research papers on how they came up with these theories, Matt. Okay? That's what I've done. And you go and you say, where's the medical test? Where's the blood test that says how much Ritalin you're supposed to get?
It's very impressive to listen to you, because clearly you've done the homework and you know the subject.
And you should. And you should do that also, because just knowing people who are on Ritalin isn't enough. You should be a little bit more responsible in knowing
I'm
really...
not prescribing Ritalin, Tom, and I'm not asking anyone else to do it.
Well, you are. You're saying... No,
I know some people who seem to have been helped by it.
But you're saying, but it's like, this is a very important issue.
John Mayer. While it might not have destroyed John Mayer's career completely, his 2010 interview with Playboy most definitely lost him a few fans. It was clear during the interview that Mayer didn't feel the need to hide anything from his personal life, and we mean his very personal life. The musician overshared intimate details of his sex life, including his sexual preferences, ultimately admitting that he only preferred to sleep with white girls. Ouch.
He's not into sex with black women.
Yeah, he says, you know, it's very interesting.
Like I was looking.
The Chainsmokers. From the start of the interview, it was clear that members Andrew Taggart and Alex Paul wanted to be taken seriously as, completely unserious party boys. Throughout their 2006 Billboard interview, the pair wanted to make it clear that they partied hard each night and enjoy fooling around with groupies, a move that only made them look like desperate high school freshmen at a college frat party. Paula Abdul. Her 2007 interview was so strange that it instantly went viral, posing the familiar question of the decade: was Paula Abdul drunk? Though Paula Abdul vehemently denied these drunk claims, it's hard to explain what else may account for Abdul's slurred speech and general confused appearance. 2 years later, the singer failed to renew her contract with American Idol and soon disappeared into obscurity.
Well, is that what it is? I was wondering, what is that?
Somebody else must be talking to Paula. Are you there, Paula? Paula, good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
I'm going to ask that question one more time, okay?
I'll tell you.
Okay, what do Idol fans have to look forward to this season? What are you looking forward to?
Oh, I don't know if she can hear us right now.
I think we're having audio problems.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think we are. I think we might be having some problems.
We're going to try to get back with Paula. In the meantime, we're going to fix the audio problem and join her live from New York in just a moment.
Yeah.
Good morning, Paula Abdul, live from New York City.
Good morning, everybody.
She can hear us.
So tell us, what are you looking forward to this season?
How about a lot of you coming in? It's a wild party where you are.
Yeah, that's what we hear. We hear that Simon has actually said that this had some of the worst singers that he's ever heard. What did you think of the singers in Seattle?
Well, I have to agree with Simon.
Oh, no. Paula!
Hey, you know what? It is what it is. And it was brilliant.
Tom Hiddleston. America's favorite villain couldn't keep it together when asked about his past flame, Taylor Swift, in a 2017 interview with GQ. In fact, when given the chance to open up about his previous relationship, he couldn't seem to stop even showing up at his reporter's door at 6 a.m. to clarify points he had made in the interview. In this case, Hiddleston's earnestness only harmed him. Katherine Heigl. The Grey's Anatomy washed-up star Katherine Heigl has disappeared from the silver screen for a reason, one of them being her 2008 interview with Vanity Fair. During this train wreck of honesty, Heigl let it slip that she actually hated that way her character was portrayed in Knocked Up. Miles Teller. The young Whiplash actor had plenty of potential until he subsequently closed the door on all future roles with just a single interview. Throughout the 2015 Esquire interview, the actor compared his private parts to a glass, asked a writer to cut his meat for him, and he believes he's better looking than the public thinks he is. Looking back, he admits to being a huge jerk. You took the words right out of our mouth, Miles. R. Kelly. At this point, we're all aware of R. Kelly's penchant for dating young girls, and during his 2008 interview, a reporter bluntly asked him about these underage dealings. R. Kelly's troubling reply, "When you say teenage, how old are we talking?" left the journalist completely stunned and instantly went viral.
Do you like teenage girls?
When you say teenage, how are we talking?
Girls who are teenagers.
19?
19 and younger.
5 Seconds of Summer. During a 2015 interview with Rolling Stone, 5 Seconds of Summer managed to alienate both their fellow celebrities and fans alike with the cringe-worthy conversation that involved the bands criticizing the American Music Awards, Justin Bieber, and their female fans.
We think that Justin Bieber actually hates us.
Paris Hilton. It's clear from Paris Hilton's 2011 interview with ABC that she still viewed herself as the world's top reality TV star, despite being constantly overshadowed by her former bestie, Kim Kardashian. Regardless of her attempts to remain calm while being grilled by the reporter intent on discounting her worth, after Hilton was asked whether she felt her time as a reality star was over, she walked off the set altogether. She wasn't ready to face what the rest of the world knew already, that her time indeed had come.
Do you worry at times that the people who have followed in your footsteps, like Kim Kardashian, are overshadowing you?
No, not at all.
There's been some talk about the ratings in the show being low. Has that upset you?
No.
Never a feeling of, do you ever worry about your moment having passed? You want to wrap up?
Mel Gibson. During a 2010 interview with WGN-TV, Mel Gibson was obviously annoyed with a reporter's question about his previous drinking escapades. After the interview wrapped, Gibson mistakenly thought that his mic had cut off as well, which it hadn't, and his softly uttered expletive was heard by everyone. Awkward.
Do you think that the public will perceive you any differently after all that's been in the news about you?
What are you referring to specifically?
Referring to the drinking problems, referring to what's been called the anti-Semitic rant, referring all those things. You know what I'm talking about.
Okay, so that's almost 4 years ago, dude. I mean, I've moved on. I guess you haven't.
Well, I'm just wondering if you think that the public has moved on and will perceive you in the same light.
Well, I certainly hope so. You know, that was a while back, and I've done all the necessary mea culpas. So, Let's move on, dude. Come on.
Edge of Darkness opens today. It's good to see you back in the saddle and doing what you do best. Thanks a lot for joining us, Mel. Take care.